Yes. You guys are amazing. Welcome to Comedy Cube. I have an amazing comic for you guys tonight, man. This guy, you've seen him at the Apollo Theater. He's been crushing it all over town. Please give it up for my good friend, Roger Rod, everybody.
Whoa! How about a nice round of applause for all my talented co-workers and yourselves for coming out and supporting the show all night long. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Kind of looks like Bon Jovi and Bruce Jenner had a baby, doesn't it? Give me some personal. I grew up in a pretty rough section of Oakland, California. I'll tell you, the first thing you learn growing up in Oakland, never go trick-or-treating as a ghost in an all-black neighborhood. Not a good idea. Now, for anybody that didn't get that joke, you see, when you put that white sheet over your head, you know, everybody knows that's the uniform of the Minnesota Police Department is what the fuck that is. 22 and a half years. What, did somebody lose the fucking electric chair? But listen, I have got the answer to fix Black Lives Matter. That's my girl, boo. It got real quiet, didn't it? It's very simple. If the police really want to see black men that won't run and don't know how to shoot, tell them to start following the Lakers. Look, I don't give a fuck when people don't laugh. I really don't. I love being a comic because before I was a comedian, I had a really shitty job. I was a cocaine dealer in the hood. No, but I only dealt really small amounts. Brothers used to call me the graham cracker. Now I live in North Hollywood, and I gotta tell you, Hollywood is the fucking toughest town I've been to anywhere. Hollywood, you ask a woman for a blowjob, she pulls out her dick. And you live there long enough, you start thinking about it. Then you gotta fight over the bitch with Kevin Spacey. This fucking creep. First of all, he's a groper. Then he turns out to be a pedophile. Now, remember who the first big pedophile was that broke? Remember Jared from Subway? Yeah. Now, why was that a surprise? What was Jared doing the first time we saw him? Wasn't he on TV in a commercial bragging about how proud he was that he could finally get into small pants? And now he's in jail, and he put on 30 pounds in jail. 30 pounds! So much for that theory that there's no calories in cum. Don't give me, oh! Come on, they're passing that bitch around like a blunt. Then we got Charlie Sheen, the Johnny Appleseed of AIDS. He's giving everybody fucking... Charlie Sheen gets away with everything. Beats up his wife, they give him a TV show. Hooked on drugs, they give him another TV show. Now he's giving everybody AIDS. What are they going to call this one? 2.5 years to live? And now because of COVID, Suge Knight wants to get out of jail. Oh, you thought I was just going to bust on white people when I got up here, right? No, look what he did. They're filming straight out of Compton. He gets mad at two guys, runs them over in his car, then he tries to change the name of the movie to Boys on the Hood. Now, this is my favorite part of the show, because this is where all the white people start looking around at the black folks to see if it's okay to laugh. Fuck that. Let me see what I'm working with here. By applause. How many people here, besides me, are sick to death of this PC woke cancel culture bullshit? Thank you very much. Really. This stage is about free speech, and I got mad love for Comedy Cube because they booked me, and a lot of people won't because they say the same thing. You do a lot of race material, and they're right. And I'm always picking on the same race, only when there is the human race. The rest of us are all cultures, and I pick on every one of them. So if my words offend you, pretend like I'm rapping. Now pretend like I'm Trump. Tell me what the fuck I can't say now. 4 years of this. What the fuck was wrong with this guy? He wanted to build a 33-foot wall at the Mexican border. I'll tell you, you show me a 33-foot wall at the Mexican border, and I'll show you a Mexican with a 34-foot ladder. So let's see what I'm working with here. White people, make some noise. Where you at? Way to leave me hanging, you 6 motherfuckers. Mexicans, where you at? Make some noise. Shit, that's a lot. Who's working the kitchen? All right, watch this. Black folks, make some noise. Oh, you can make more noise than that. Pretend like you're at the fucking movies. All right, black folks, I'm going to put you on the spot right here. You're speaking for all of black America right now. All of black America, it's all you. I'm putting it on you. I want to know, by applause, how many of you are happy that Donald Trump is no longer president? Let's hear it. By applause, yeah. You see, that's what's wrong with America right there. Black folks are never fucking happy. For the second time in a row, the second fucking time in a row, we had a black president and you still weren't happy. Oh, you didn't know? Orange is the new black. Started out as a road comic, but then I crossed over and started playing all black clubs. Think that one a little different? Try playing the Apollo Theater on 125th Street in Harlem after you spent 6 years in redneck bars in Arkansas called Uncle Fucker's Chuckle Hut. Every time you walk in the club, there's a big sign that says, "Next tooth, 1 mile." But black audience, I gotta tell you my favorite, and I'll tell you why, because black folks, you will keep it real. You say exactly what's on your mind. You saw my 2 girls over here said exactly what the fuck. That's sometimes you boo me, sometimes you throw shit at me, sometimes you tell me I'm going to get paid and I don't. And I can always tell when that's going to happen. As soon as I get off stage, the dude that books me says, "Yo, let me holler at you, dog." Oh, fuck. And it always starts out with the same sentence. You see, what had happened was, white people, somebody black says, what had happened? Ain't shit gonna had happen you thought was gonna had happen. But you will keep it real. And there's nothing I ever hear one fucking time about, you want you to be politically correct. No, black folks is all, better be funny, motherfucker, and that's it. That's all it is. Because the fucking PC is always wrong. The shit they say, there's not enough racial diversity on TV. Bullshit. Have you seen every news team in every city, in every state in this country? Don't they always have that whole rainbow smorgasbord of affirmative action? And they still racially profile every single one of them. Like first, they got to have a white guy, but that's got to be the old white guy. He's the boss. He does the least. He gets the biggest check. The black guy doing the sports. You're never going to see an Asian doing the traffic. How do you think that would turn out? Yes, I'm covering that big wreck on the 405. It turned out the cause was me. Back to you, Bob. Now they got a Mexican. For some reason, the Mexican always seems to be out in the field. Now they're throwing in a Middle Eastern guy. How do you like his report? Yes, there was a big explosion today in down... Oh, I'm sorry, that's tomorrow's news. Fucking PC. A while back, there was this big PC women's movement. They were trying to get Rihanna fired from being the spokesmodel for CoverGirl makeup because she went back with Chris Brown. Think about that. If you decide to go back with a boyfriend that is regularly beating the shit out of you, what better product for you to endorse than makeup? Hi, I'm Rihanna. I bet you can't tell right now, but one of my eyes is swole shut. But with CoverGirl makeup, I painted on this eyeball. Now I've got a whole new line just for NFL housewives. Too soon, huh? Too soon for that one, boo? Oh. PC. See, with PC, this is what irks the fuck out of me. This is all the little wokies that try to tell me what I should and shouldn't say on stage. Every time I go to the hood, I stand out like a fucking cotton ball in an oil field, and they're going to tell me what the fuck I should be saying. Yeah, I got to tell you, it's never going to be the answer. Political correct to fix racism and prejudice, and I'll tell you why. Because racism and prejudice are just like baldness. It's a disease of the head that only affects men. Why? Because racism and prejudice always come to a screeching halt as soon as pussy shows up. You ever notice that? Nobody ever hates the women in the race. Case in point, usually I'm running around sagging, wearing Jordans and Sean Johns, a G-Unit t-shirt and a do-rag. Everybody's asking me, how come you dress like you're black? Simple answer, I'm trying to meet a white girl. What, did I lose somebody there? I mean, let's be real. White girls have been fucking more brothers in the criminal justice system. Hashtag Black Cock Matters. Try that shit out. Now, you want to see prejudice come to a halt. Watch this. This is for the men only. Men only answer this question. How many men here hate lesbians? Once again, pussy comes into the picture. Now, you see, lesbians are gay people, too. Now, don't get it twisted. I got no problem watching two women go at it. But if Brokeback Mountain was the in-flight movie, I'd get up and walk off the fucking plane. If I wanted to see two gay cowboys, I'd watch Troy Aikman and Tony Romo. Oh, I hit a couple of cowboy fans. Fuck the Cowboys. They should call them the Dallas Tampons. They're only good for one period, and they ain't got a second string. That's what I'm talking about. I said, bravo, that motherfucker got jokes. Oh, fucking PC. It really is. I gotta tell you though, I'm not one of the white guys that gets in front of a whole room full of black folks and starts all the front and bullshit. Yo, my peep son, yo, I'm from the hood. Look at me, I'm from the beach. So fucking sick of these little white guys that think they're black. You know the ones I'm talking about. They watch all the rap videos. They get some gold chains. Their daddy buys them a Hummer. They drive around all day with the stereo blaster. Living in the projects. Living in the projects. Get the fuck back to Beverly Hills, Josh. But being on the other side, I got to tell you, I've learned a lot about white people from listening to black folks. Like, I didn't know that when it rains, we all smell like wet dogs. They say that, white people, they do, okay? They do. Oh, now you're going to get brand new on me, brother. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. I've also learned that I've never met a black person that did not have a white boy voice. She knows what I'm talking about. The one you use when you're making fun of your boss or your landlord. He'll help me help you out. Hey, fucking A, dude. Hey, and you're sucking your ass so it looks like you don't have one. You're a dickhead, dude. And you give us these fucked up names like Bob and Becky and Scooter, which is fucked up. Because black folks use the same names that we do. The only difference is at the end of it, you either put E-L-L-E-I-Q-U-E or I-S-H-A. Let's take Jim, Jamel, Jameek. It's a girl, Jamisha. You can do this every fucking time. How about Bob, Bobel, Bobeek, a girl, Bobisha, every fucking time. You got two kids. One's a girl, that's Denise. The boy, that's the nephew. Did a show about 2 months ago, a church in Watts. I just got to say something, black folks. You worship a little bit too hard, you know that? They paid me $100 to do that show. They passed that basket so many times, I left owing $50. And naturally, since I'm there, you know what the sermon's got to be about. The preacher walks out, it says says in the Bible that Jesus was black. Everybody looks at me and says, what are you going to say now, white boy? I said, fuck it, let's go with it. Not only was Jesus black, Adam was black. Who else but a brother would give up one of his ribs for some pussy? What are brothers always looking for? Pussy and spare ribs. Come on, figure it out. Then I try to leave and I get the preacher. Hey, you said you were going to give me $50. I said, you see, what had happened was... where are my Mexicans at? Make some noise. I love to talk about Mexicans because Mexicans are the epitome of the stupidity of racism. Because when I was a little kid, you know what the stereotype used to be about Mexicans? That they were all lazy. They had these sombrero and they sit out there, we take a siesta, hey Pablo, hey Cisco. Has there ever been a bigger lie told about any group of people? Mexicans are the hardest working people on the planet. They are. True. You give a Mexican a bicycle, half hour later, that's a rolling 7-Eleven. And Mexicans rule the airwaves. You ever get the feeling you could be driving a dune buggy on the face of the moon with no antenna and you would still be able to pick up a Mexican radio station? You're in the middle of Wyoming. How the fuck do you do that? Some little jokester fucking Latino comic friend of mine sets me up on a blind date. He tells me, dude, you gotta go over to the man. She looks just like J-Lo. She looks just like J-Lo. 400 fucking pounds. I said, dude, you think that looks like Jennifer Lopez? He said, I didn't say that. I said she looked like J-Lo. You know, J-E-L-L-O. But I got to admit, some of the places I play, places I go, it gets a little scary. I'm in Compton at a comedy show a few nights ago. This comic walks out, begins with this: all white people are racist. Then he made his case. He said all white people are racist because they think nothing about driving up to a Home Depot and they will see 5 Mexicans standing around looking for work and they will put 5 Mexicans in their car and drive off. But they would never even dream of putting 5 brothers in the car and driving off. I said, you know something? This guy's got a point. But then I realized I had never seen 5 brothers standing around looking for work. So, you know, you got to tell the whole fucking story. Anybody got any questions before I leave? You know, a lot of comics like to leave on a big laugh. You guys have been here for a long time. I don't want to hog the stage or anything, but I'm instead going to leave on something serious, okay? It's going to be August in a number of weeks. In the middle of the month, I am going to turn 70 years old. That's 70. Now, I'm saying this, thank you. Look, boo-boo, black don't crack, white stays tight. That's all the fuck I'm saying. But now, hey, it's cool being this age. I just started shooting heroin. Oh, what's the worst that can happen? Even if I get hooked and end up a junkie, ain't gonna be for that long. No, actually, I said all that to say this. I was born 1951. You know what that means? That I was around for Jim Crow, segregation, lynching, KKK, Lester Maddox, George Wallace, Huey Newton, Muhammad Ali, the Vietnam War, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. And I have never seen this country more divided and full of hate than it is right now. And it's all bred, fed, and fueled by a hate-breeding media whose job it is to keep us all hating and fighting each other so the rich motherfuckers on them can keep shoving it up our ass while they keep walking off to the bank. My act's about this. Can't laugh together? we're never going to live together. It was not disrespect, it was humor. And if you took it that way, I appreciate the hell out of you. If you didn't take it that way, please remember my name. I'm Roger Rod. You see me on a comedy show, don't come. I'm going to do the same fucking thing next time I get up here.
This has been a Funny Media Group production.